Paul Graham from optimalbody.ca. Today I'll be answering the question, how hungry should you be when dieting? You want to be as hungry as you can comfortably manage. Hunger is going to be part of losing weight. To lose weight, you have to get into an energy deficit, meaning you need to burn out more energy than you're consuming. This is going to cause your body to get hungry. Doesn't matter what diet or program you're on, you will experience hunger to some degree. The rest of the video, I'm going to explain what this feels like and how to go about this process. So first, how often should you be hungry when you're trying to lose weight? What we recommend is every single time you eat, you're physically hungry. And you want to get good levels of hunger. So by this I mean we want you stomach grumbling hungry at a point where you're ready to have a good solid meal. So most people tend to not hit this point. People tend to either be sort of a little bit kind of hungry or overly hungry. You want to hit that sweet spot somewhere in the middle. If you get overly hungry, you're going to find you can't eat enough food to get satisfied. And this is going to make it really hard to get into that energy debt and regulate how much food you're eating. But on the other side of that spectrum, if you're just a little bit hungry, again, it's going to be harder to get into that energy deficit. So it takes some practice and playing around. One of the most common challenges we've found with people getting the right levels of hunger to lose weight is they're just very busy and miss a lot of the signals that their body's sending them that it's time to eat. So things like their stomach's grumbling, or they're getting that sensation in their stomach that it's really time to eat. And then they hit that point of being overly hungry and eating too much. So trying to slow down and pay attention to the signals your body is sending you is one of the key steps to figuring out how to get the right levels of hunger. Then there's another group of people that are constantly grazing on food or eating every 2 to 3 hours. And we find a lot of these people are never really that hungry. They think they are, but they're not stomach grumbling good and hungry where they're ready to eat a good full-size meal. For these people, starting to get really good and hungry oftentimes can be a little bit uncomfortable because they're not used to that. So it will get better in time if you fall into that category. You just have to kind of practice it. You don't have to do it all at once. You can kind of go a little bit longer and a little bit farther down the spectrum of hunger. So when we're explaining to people how hungry they should feel when they're losing weight, the way we explain it to them is it's kind of like a curve where essentially leading up to eating, you want to get really good and hungry where your stomach grumbling hungry and it's time to eat. Then eat your meal till you're about 80% full. Once you slowly eat that meal, you'll be feeling satisfied. Then over time, that hunger's slowly going to begin increasing as the hours pass by until you're really good and hungry again. Every single time you eat, you want to be really good and hungry. And then you want to eat to 80% full. You want to adjust how much food you're eating based on how frequently you want to eat throughout the day. And this is the way you figure out proper hunger levels when you're trying to lose weight. Important to note what you're eating plays a massive role in terms of how hungry you're going to get, how often you're going to get hungry, and a lot of other factors. We have another video on how to manage your hunger levels when you're losing weight. I'll have that link pop up above my head. There, you should have a clear picture now of how hungry you should be when dieting.